today's show. All the links is on our Facebook page. Check us out on Instagram and YouTube. So let's jump right into the topics. So we are going to start off with a story that's trending from Houston, Texas. A lady by the name of Cassandra Nicole Damper, 25, shot a guy that was 26 years old, Devin Holmes, in the head. Now, this wasn't just a case of they had a domestic dispute and she shot him in the head. She basically had her phone placed up on the dashboard of the car. Correct. She was live on Facebook, had a gun sitting right here in the middle. What is that, the armrest?
The arm dash.
Yes, and she was basically stunning for Facebook. Talking about this is what we do for people when they ride through.
This for all y'all bees.
Yeah, this for all of y'all bees. She grabs the gun, she's swinging it all around crazy. She pointing it at the phone. So the guy goes, "You making me a little nervous. Right. You making me a little nervous."
And he like,
he's
so
whoa.
He went to grab the gun, but she pulled it back.
Yeah. So then the guy in the back seat, he laughing. He think it's funny. He goes,
"Ain't no clip.
Ain't no clip." Next thing you know, she like this with the gun. Pow! The gun went off.
Y'all watch the video.
Shot the video is disturbing. Shot the dude clean in the head. Blood splatter, the whole 9 yards. After she did it, the guy in the back seat jumps out. She jumps out, and later on they said she tried to wash.
She tried to wash the residue out. We talking about this story though, guys, for the point of telling y'all, a gun is not a toy.
At all.
Period. If you have one, you have one for the protection of you and your family, your loved ones. It's not a toy. And recklessly, this girl felt that it was a toy. And it caused, the guy of our last information was in a very critical condition in the hospital. But people, family, women, men, young people, I know y'all get a hold of guns and everything. Stop playing with these guns. If it ain't no clip in there, it's one in the chamber. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you done clear the chamber.
They didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, stop playing with guns. If you don't have the knowledge of it first, don't touch a gun. It's not a toy.
You touch a gun, make sure that you never pull the trigger. Why pull the trigger? You have no reason. Anytime you pull that trigger, you should be taking somebody's life or fighting for yours.
That part.
All right, but other than that, you don't play with it. Don't pull the trigger. There's no reason to pull the trigger.
You do not
and
need
if you
to be
do gotta hit to pull the trigger, you aim it at the ground somewhere where you know
not
that there's
someone.
Yeah, just to make
That's
sure.
That's why I said without proper training, there are classes y'all
Yes,
everybody can take to prevent things like this from happening. I pray that this young man, does make it through this and that he's not left in a state where he's not even able to take care of himself.
And it is definitely not looking good. All because she wanted to show out.
And I don't know, this girl right here, she kind of, I think, should be charged with something because she cocked the gun. First of all, the guy said, "I'm nervous." Wait a minute, what? I'm nervous.
She has been
You're making me nervous.
Yeah, she has been charged.
Oh, she has.
Yeah,
they charged her.
He cocked the gun. She cocked the gun and then pointed it at his head and pulled the trigger. All right,
it was reckless. It was irresponsible, and without the proper knowledge of how to handle or use a gun, you should not be touching it.
Both?
Now, well, this is what I want to ask. Now, she's been charged, right? Now, this is where it gets for me, a little funny. Okay, this is obviously somebody she knows, she
No. In the video, he was like, "Where you say you from?" Like, they didn't even know
it was like a situation where they must have just met each other like out and about.
And she wanted to go live and stunt with a gun that it doesn't belong to her by the report. The gun didn't belong to her.
I heard it was 2 guns in there.
It was 2 guns. It did say that.
So basically what I'm saying,
What's up, family?
Was she trying to murder this person? Did she?
No, it wasn't intentional.
Was it,
that was her attitude on the live video, but I don't think that she did it intentionally.
Yeah, so I mean, I understand, okay, something needs to be done because somebody.
Yeah, she's going to get a manslaughter charge. That's what manslaughter is for.
She needs a manslaughter charge, yeah, because her living that kind of life.
Manslaughter is murder without intent. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a difference with the law, so
So what do you think need to happen to her?
Something probably does need to happen. Her going to jail. I don't think I would agree with when I think of jail. There's different type of people that I feel should be in jail and locked up.
So if her idiot ways because she was being an idiot, would have killed someone, your brother, your father, someone close to you, because she was just plain out being stupid, you would feel that she shouldn't need to go to jail.
I'm saying for me, and I like to, whatever I say, I feel like I go by. I'm saying that I would just like to, if it was one of my personal family members, would I want to deal with it? No, but I would still stand by what I'm saying as far as
The punishment.
the punishment to me, because jail doesn't do what they want, what they claim it does.
See, I don't think
It
she
doesn't
needs,
rehabilitate.
I'm not trying to rehabilitate her. I don't need people that dumb out on the streets. Let me just start there. I don't care about her rehabilitation. Okay, number one, she clearly has never handled a gun before. Number two, if somebody's telling you making me nervous, you don't follow that up with, let me cock
Right.
and
pull
shoot.
the trigger.
Right, but we done been, I done been amongst a group of people doing some silly
I never did that
things.
stupid, and we did a lot of stupid
In
stuff.
I've gone
fact,
to school class for it.
I've been to school, and I'm not gonna say any names or anything, but I actually was in a certain similar situation where someone was showing a gun, and instantly what I learned through the service, it just took over. But yeah, there was a moment we had all been coming out drinking, having a good time. When it happened, it was so quick. I'd already got to the gun, but I had explained to him, hey man, the same thing y'all saying. Now, what I'm saying is events like this happen. And it's fortunate for some to get out of it something, and now you can see where one doesn't, where it doesn't
So
happen
what do
like
you
that.
think? What do you think?
Well, I think, I think that females often get off on stuff like that. And it's because people think like he does, oh, she didn't know, but the reality is that if she's living that life and she's on live with a gun, cocking it and carrying on, that's the kind of life she's living.
Threatening
There
and telling
are
people this what she
consequences.
do when you come through.
Yeah, if she's telling this what we do, you know what I mean?
This not a thing though. She was
So-
cleaning the gun and the gun went
Yeah,
off.
this wasn't an
I'm saying-
accident. She is saying that this is what I do on a daily basis, so she needs to go and see how people that live like that have to live the rest of their
Well,
lives.
On a daily basis.
I mean,
Yeah.
you done been in groups where you done been talking. Her problem was, first of all, she don't know nothing about a gun, so she shouldn't have had it. Second of all, you surely shouldn't have been live.
Well,
Those are-
here's the thing though, legally,
Thank goodness she was
how
live.
do we
know
know
how
she
stupid
doesn't
she
know?
is.
Because out of her own mouth, she said, this is what we do.
Yeah, but training in the hood, somebody hood, showing you how to put together.
Yeah,
a
hood
gun,
training.
that ain't the same kind of training.
But I can't,
Anybody
I'm
that
not, I
like-
can't make
like-
assumptions.
She is an adult. She is 25 years old. She should know.
I'm not giving understand. I'm not giving her no leeway of saying you didn't know. Obviously, if she was playing, we all said from the beginning she was playing around with the gun.
But
You ain't
the
saying-
reality is we can only go by what she says.
Well, no,
what
we can
she
go by what we
says
saw.
is what we saw
What
was
we
her
saw
shoot
was
him in
her-
the
Right,
head.
exactly.
And what we saw was her say, "This is the life she lives, and this
That
is
was
what
now
she
that
does."
was it wasn't in that sequence.
But it was in the same video.
It was
Sequence
in the
or
same
no,
video,
we're gonna
but
move
this-
on to the next subject, because this can go forever.
Yeah.
Viewers, we would like your opinions
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
this
y'all
when
gotta
y'all
take
watch
it
the
on.
video.
Please
On to
do.
the next subject.
Okay.
That's how you do that.
So, our next subject, and this is on our page also. A teenage boy, 17 years old in Australia, grabbed a dog. I'm not sure if it was a neighbor's dog, if it was his dog, a neighbor's dog that was wandering around, but he decided to go grab this dog up, throw him into a lake that is filled
The
with
river.
crocodiles. Or was it the river?
in Australia?
In Australia, to watch the dog get ate alive by the crocodiles. Now
He
they have,
waited for it.
yes, he wanted to see it. So they have a petition actually going around to decide what the punishment is for this particular kid, or if there should be a punishment too.
He needs to go to jail.
Now we gonna send the kids to jail too.
Listen, you know
Okay.
what? First of all, he's not a kid.
17
A
years
kid is a small little person with reasonable ways that gets in trouble every now and then for eating food they wasn't supposed to eat
Not
or
throwing dogs in the
cursing
river
at a
with
passing
crocodiles.
car.
Mhm.
But this young man here has some problems.
He
And this
snatched
is
the
not
dog
his
up.
first time doing this. According to this article, this was not his first time doing this. After I've looked into this, and you can see that on our page, I believe we have an article about it.
We do.
So you can watch the video and watch him walk up to this cliff and throw the dog, maybe it's about this size.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a little
So
bit fast,
he
but-
throws the dog over and he waits there until the dog gets eaten. So here's the issue with somebody like that. That's obviously not the first time he's done something like that. His mind is messed up. What if that was a small child? What if a small child, that dog couldn't upset him in any way whatsoever. So what if a small child upset him in some kind of way, he got angry and he took it out on that small child? What was he going to do to the child? He throw him to the crocodile too?
Both.
Now listen. Okay, first of all.
And I'm listening to
It's-
every word that comes out of your mouth right now.
First of all, it's very. I don't want anybody to think that I agree with killing animals in that manner, killing dogs or any other animal.
Before he defends it.
And I'm just saying, as I'm saying right then and there, I don't think jail time is the answer.
Oh, really? What do you think the
what
answer
should we do
is?
with these
What
people?
warrants? Okay, hold on.
Because if they
He
never
said
see
twice. Hold on, Tip. He said twice that the subject we spoke on that didn't warrant her jail time. So this subject, what warrants jail time to
That
you?
is a very good
Now,
question.
That would be, but you want to know what should warrant jail time to me? The fact that the USDA approves and allows these people to stack thousands of chickens in a small box, cut it up, send it to grocery stores with all this pesticides and all of this
No,
hormones.
I'm more so asking what
You know what I'm saying?
mainstream
And
thing
this
that a
is-
person can
this
do.
to
Not
me
the
is-
government. We can't
You
control
don't
the
eat
government.
chicken?
No, but this is what I'm saying. When you ask me, what do I? What,
No, we don't
what
wanna know
question-
about government
like this,
officials
what
going
we're,
to jail.
the topics that what we're talking about.
Yes, he went to another
It's a whole nother story.
I went somewhere else, didn't I?
But no, I'm asking you directly. What type of crime warrants or do you
Ambassador
feel
Lee.
warrants?
Regular
Actually,
citizen.
Actually, that really is what I feel warrants or should warrant jail time. They get away with it. The abuse
Okay,
of
so
the
a crime
animals.
like
You know.
abuse of animals.
Yeah.
Okay, pause.
Pause.
Wait.
What do we call a
Wait, let me
17-year-old
finish.
that grabs the dog
Let me
up
finish.
and throw him in
If
to
you
watch
let-
him get
Can
ate?
you
Motherfucking
let-
up. I
can you
think
let-
that's abuse.
I'm gonna
Go
say
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. That's abuse, along with the person who feels that it's cool to throw a rabbit in a 6 foot, not even a 6 foot box with a big giant snake.
So,
Maybe you
so
need the
if
person.
these people aren't
You do know
if
snakes
they
are not
receive no
vegetarian.
consequences, then what's gonna happen next? So she kills this dude and she doesn't go to prison because she shouldn't go to prison.
Yeah, and
Right.
then she done
Now
popped
It's
out
what's
in the
illegal and what's
The
not
next thing she does
illegal.
is kill her baby daddy because he withheld child support.
Now
or
again,
something.
this is what I'm saying.
I mean,
Yep,
Why-
and we're
why
gonna
do
go
we-
back and we're gonna be looking like, why didn't she go to
I
jail?
know.
Also, first of all, some of these people that have committed gruesome acts, gruesome murders, I'm talking about torture, sadistic stuff. Every time they dig in their background, it always starts that they were
Animal
torturing
cruelty.
animals.
A lot of listen. I'm gonna say this. When I was young, I had a pet spider, and I used to grab ants off the ground, big fat ants, big enough so I could see the spider as I dropped this ant onto the web. I like to see this spider come down
ants aren't domesticated
Now,
pets
what
protected by law.
and you're right, but I'm saying.
So yeah,
And
stick to domesticated animals.
Okay, but see, who the government has said what is domesticated and what is not?
Yes.
I
If
go
you
by that.
have
I
it
don't. I
living in
think
your
all
The
house,
government,
you
the
feed
government
your
works
pets.
for the people by the
I'm saying
people,
all
and enough
animals-
people agree with
If
that.
I'm saying if a person love a dog and a person love a rat,
The
I don't
rat
think
is
I don't
still
think
a
the
pet.
dog.
The
love
rat
it.
You
is
kill
It's
that
still
rat,
better.
you need to go to jail if you
Yeah,
torture your neighbor rat.
I'm saying I don't
Yeah,
think the rat.
okay.
I'm saying like this. Yeah, there needs to be some type of punishment. Do I believe somebody need to go to jail and be with people who I think should actually be there, no.
All right, so we're gonna let y'all chime in on this subject. and we're
Please,
gonna go
y'all,
ahead and
chime in.
move on.
Everybody, thank you for joining and watching this
Yeah,
evening.
thanks.
We
Speak up,
listen,
speak up.
we need y'all opinions on this because we want to know what the world thinks. Hey, there, Deborah.
All right.
Okay, so let's move on to our what the what. We're gonna go to Punjay. Tell them about that elder abuse video that you
The elder
sent us.
abuse.
tell us about that seesaw, that elder abuse video that you sent all of
So
us.
what I saw was they got like I say 20 old folks, 20 I guess they got to be in their 80s or something.
They on a
up in
day
there.
trip.
They on a day trip.
Yeah,
white,
that's a
Puerto
field trip
Rican.
for old people.
They get on this seesaw. They got this big old long
What's
board.
up,
I mean,
Marvin?
it had to be like a 4x8 or something like that, 8x8 something. It was a big one, and it was on like a seesaw level, and one end was down. So all the old people went to jumping on, and gradually climbing to the top of the seesaw. Once it filled all the way up, you know what I mean, from the bottom to the
They
top,
went to shimmy and
it went to shifting. And
I
the
think they were
seesaw
trying to
came
balance it.
And when the seesaw came up, I think it went right back down and kind of bounced kind of hard on the ground.
And they old.
And then one old man fell off, and it was like a chain effect. All of them went off.
Imagine dominoes. If you tilt one and all the dominoes fall off,
It ain't funny.
that's what
It
happened.
had to be
It
broken
ain't
bones
funny
and
because why
everything.
some people was hurt and whoever's responsible for taking them on that field
Right.
trip and exposing them to such danger at their age and their condition, you should be punished. You should be put in jail.
Why would y'all put all them old
Why would
folks
the
up?
old lady jump off though when stop the domino? She said, oh,
She wasn't going down. It was one goon in the squad. The rest of them stood there and let the next person snatch them off. Boom, 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 boom. So y'all watch the video. It's funny, but
Yeah,
someone
it
should
was
pay.
a few of them that couldn't get up, unfortunately.
Yes,
so
it was.
yeah.
So we're gonna move on to our next What the What video. So this is what I don't even know what we call this. You know what? Grandkids. Don't torture your grandparents. They done lived a long time. They done been here a long time.
Yeah,
In fact, I want to know, should that boy get a beating for what he did?
No, I need to beat him. No, it was funny though. No,
They
look,
get popped.
look. See, he got popped several times, but he still ain't stopped doing what he was doing. So the grandmother's on the treadmill, and he sees the thing is funny. Grandma, you need to run. You need to run, Grandma, run. And so she on now, and she had to look the way to look at. I guess it was a daughter or something.
Yeah.
The child's mother to say something. Her, he done. Right. So next thing you know, Grandma running.
Grandma
And
trying
you
to
see-
stop it.
And you see, and she can't stop it because them legs sliding to the back of that treadmill. Grandma went down and ate dust.
Grandma
All
went down
around.
hard.
Couldn't have been my grandma, boy.
My grandma
That
was
would have been
sprint.
an A-grade whooping right there, boy.
Yeah, what if your son did that to his grandma? What you?
Whoa, man. I ain't got
So basically, grandchildren, respect your elders.
Respect your elders. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, baby?
And I don't even think he
And-
got down to help his grandma. He was
He
like,
did.
oh, Lord, grandma.
And if your kid doing something like that, you need to stop them. Don't let your grandma fall like
Don't
that.
do
All
that.
right.
And she just
Stop that
filming it,
child.
watching him.
Alright.
She wanted to see her mama fall.
Right. She
That's all
filming
that was
everything.
about.
I would have popped that butt. I would have. Yeah, okay, do it again. All right. My grandma, your great grandmama.
Yeah, and grandparents, if you are on the treadmill,
Don't be
do not let your grandchildren be in
Do it
charge
alone.
of the button.
Work
Do it
out
alone.
with your elderly friends, not with your grandkids.
There
They
you
gonna
go.
hurt you.
They're gonna hurt you. All right, so it's time for, we're live from Daytona Beach, so we are gonna always cover what's happening in the city. So we are gonna go ahead and start off with these fires.
I was coming from Edgewater. I was on 95. All of a sudden, they start having people get off at that exit at Port Orange before you get to the
yeah,
pavilion.
they closed it from
Listen.
Dunlawton to
Why they
Dunlawton.
did that?
They got off. First of all, it was about 45 minutes just to get off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got off, so if you from Daytona, next thing you thinking, I gotta
Yeah.
get to Daytona, I'm gonna take what?
You bet not.
The closest from
What,
Williamson.
92?
Well,
I'm gonna go Williamson.
No, don't do
Right?
that.
No.
Don't
So
do that.
traffic was already being like
Victoria
somewhat
on Williamson.
kind of like that, right? So I get on there, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Parking lot.
Yo, listen, 2.5 hours it took me to get from that point over here to by the Tandra Mall.
Yep.
It was a fire
Wow.
on. It was I-4 and 95.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then it was coming. It had all of Williamson done.
Yeah.
And I was out there. It was crazy.
Y'all be careful. We ain't
Do
got
not
much out
throw
here.
your
The
cigarettes out.
cigarettes and
That
stuff.
started that apartment fire that we talked about
Yeah,
last
that we
year.
talked about
And
last week, the
cigarettes.
cigarette fire. Y'all
Do not
with
throw
these
them
cigarettes
out.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Be careful.
Yeah.
If you're doing a fire, know what you're doing. If you don't start a fire. Don't barbecue. Don't do nothing. So
Exactly.
you know.
And right
you
now
definitely
is not the time to be camping and having fires out in
And
the
fire
woods
pits and stuff is-
like
I
that.
do
It's
like
too dry.
Smokey the Bear said. Make sure you put it out. Make sure it's nothing smoldering. You
Yeah.
pour water over it.
But
so.
then you still got the embers and the whole 9 yards from it. So
Yeah,
right now it's just not
It's
safe
not a
to
good
do it
time
out
to
here.
burn anything
Yeah.
right now. Let's just keep it safe right now so we can keep Daytona.
We got a little bit of water. It wasn't
We got
enough.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait till we get some more water. Spring coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
And hurricane season. Just hold off.
All right, so let's jump into our other story. Now, this didn't happen in Daytona, but it did happen in Volusia County, Orange City, exactly. So we had a young man, age of 17. He went to University High School, and basically, the resource officer heard him walking around campus bragging about how he bit a chicken head off. Now, we don't know the young man's name because, confidentiality, but for today's purposes, we just gonna go ahead and call him Chicken Little.
Chicken
So,
Little.
what he decided to do,
The sky is falling.
what he decided to do was, now this wasn't a random chicken. They had a little
What's up?
farm, a chicken coop in the back of the school,
Yeah,
probably an
it's a school
agriculture,
pets or something,
something like that. He went in there, snatched the chicken out, put the live chicken head in his mouth,
Bit it off.
bit it off,
Yum!
spit the head back in the coop, grabbed the chicken heads out,
Went and vandalized.
And
the
went and
school.
vandalized the
ran
school with
out
the
the
egg.
school, and threw the chicken body in the parking
I
lot.
think this chicken harassed him. That's my story. And I'm
Hey,
telling you.
I'm gonna tell you, this had to be listen, this kid was old country boy or he was old hill.
Oh, old country
He
boys,
was-
that's what they do?
listen,
That's
no.
what they do when
I'm
you
saying
country
like that.
boys are
I'm saying,
hillbillies.
No,
no,
I
this
know
is what I'm
some-
So
saying.
you are not gonna
What I'm
justify
saying,
this
no,
foolishness.
listen, what I'm saying, all I'm saying is, he probably was raised around them chicken. He probably saw his grandma take the chicken by the
Oh,
head,
that's a ring in
got
the
to
neck.
spin. I mean,
Yeah, but
I'm
that
just
was
saying,
eating,
like,
That's
not
different.
he was,
Yeah, he didn't eat it. He didn't eat it. He just
maybe he needed to go to
and
jail.
killed the
Maybe his
hatchling.
butt do
No,
need to go to
he
jail.
took
Put his
a
butt in
live
juvenile.
fucking chicken,
Animal
put their
cruelty.
head in his mouth, and bit.
Now that's animal cruelty.
I can't with him.
Put him in juvenile because he bit off the chicken head. I think
That's
that's
animal
wrong.
He
cruelty.
needed to go
And then on top of that, he needs to be evaluated along with the other guys that done been
All
evaluated.
them together in the
Norman.
same mental facility
Yeah.
and get them all
Put
evaluated.
him on
Exactly.
And he was bragging about it. So listen, y'all can go and read that story for yourself.
And if your
It's
kid doing
disturbing.
something like that, then you need to think about getting them evaluated.
And I'm pretty sure you done killed something else.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't bite no
Get
chicken
enough
head off.
whoopings. Had he got beat like us, he wouldn't be biting off
You
chicken.
don't, you just don't bite no chicken head off for the first time. He probably
I mean, the
he
chicken
probably
was
is a
plucking in his
habitual.
mouth. Then he
He's
threw it.
chicken head
You know
biter.
what?
Exactly, he's a habitual chicken head biter. You're
Yeah.
right.
AKA also known as Chicken Little. So let's move on to our small business shout outs.
Shout
So we
out.
are gonna start right here with Tip.
We're gonna
You
start
wanna
in
talk about
house.
the scent of the month, Cincy?
Oh, hey y'all. Okay, so the scent of the month is Johnny Appleseed. It smells so good. Tasha, I think, is obsessed.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with that.
It smells
one
good. I
smell.
love it.
Y'all support our co-host here, Tip. She's a consultant for Cincy. Show her love. She look out for you. She make sure your stuff get here in a timely manner. She sit you down and let you smell everything she got, and it won't even bother your nose.
There you go.
So-
And what I like, I'm sorry.
You wouldn't
No,
imagine
What I
how it
like
smells in
is
here.
she also checks in with you via email, text message.
Yes, to see if
Your
you
stuff's coming
got
on this
supply.
day. This, and this
It ain't
time.
just smell, because I'm talking about laundry, dish detergent, everything. I can go on by Cincy, but y'all check out Cincy. Look up Tip
Exactly.
on the page. We're gonna leave her information for y'all.
I just want to draw everybody's
Yeah,
attention real
that's the
quick.
Cincy go real
my,
quick.
This is my thing right here. I ain't gonna lie, players out there, everybody.
You want some smell good going on?
I'm being real. Now, I'm just gonna tell the real truth. This thing right here, it takes care of everything. It's a scent, it's got a motor and all of this. I'm gonna speed it up, but I'm gonna tell you like this. You ever have to go to somebody's house and use the bathroom? and listen, and they ain't got the smell goods. You know, they ain't had no bleach by the toilet.
What is that? The 60 gold?
All I'm telling you, you take this, I do this.
Take your
You take this with you.
It changes colors.
Yo, this is the business right here. It takes care of a lot of stuff. You got a stinky car, you work with stinky people.
Put that sissy go in your car.
Put this, take
Work
this with
truck,
you.
anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yes, we put
There
one
you
in the
go.
work truck.
Hit
Oh my
Tiffany
gosh.
up for the information.
Yeah, definitely.
TiffanyJean.Scentsy.us.
Yeah.
You can Google it and my website will come
And
up.
thank you for that tip. The other small business shout out is I want to shout out Better Taste Jamaican Restaurant
Yeah.
on Seabreeze Beachside. Has great Jamaican food. I shared their link and address and hours on our page. I've been there several times. The food is great. So let's talk about what's going on in the city. So local events that's happening next weekend.
Right.
One, they're going to start the Midtown Motown Tribute Concert Series. It's going to happen the second Saturday of every month starting next Saturday, April 14th. So they're going to have the Love Band, well, a tribute to the Love Band. Basically, the vendors and stuff will start setting up about 1 o'clock, but the actual concert starts at 7. It's from 7 to 9. It's a free event. Bring your own blankets, bring your own chairs, get comfortable, and then, you know, bring you some money to buy food or different things for the vendors. And basically, every second Saturday, they'll have a new tribute band out there.
Right. Come enjoy the nightlife, y'all. Y'all come out and show love.
We have, it was something else coming up, wasn't it?
Yes.
This weekend.
Yes. The other thing that's coming up is the Jewish Heritage Festival. I actually went to this when they had it over by City Island, the News Journal. It is great. The food is great. They have actually camels and everything out there. But this year they moved it to Ormond Beach. It's going to be at the Casements. That's 25 Riverside. If y'all don't know where the Casements is at in Ormond Beach, Florida. It's actually right over the Granada Bridge. That event will be going on from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So they'll have bouncy houses, games, and everything like that for the kids. They've never charged the admission price before, so I believe admission is free. But if you want to put your kids on the Campbells and stuff, you pay for that. You pay to eat. It's really nice. They have a live band. It's really cool. I've been there before. I took my girls there before.
So things to do, guys. Look out for things to do. If you ain't got nothing scheduled for the next upcoming month, look into the different things that we're posting on the page.
Also, I went to the fitness festival.
Yes.
Me and my girls went to the fitness festival. This was their first year doing it like that. They're going to do it again next year. It was great. We had a good time. I put a couple of videos on our page so y'all can check it out. And hopefully next year, y'all come out there and join us.
All
Get your workout on.
right.
Thank you for tuning in. That's our
All
show.
right.
And we'll see
Everybody
you
for showing
same
up.
place, same time.
6 p.m.
Alright.
next Sunday.
Like, share.
Share,
Yes.
Follow.
share. Share.
Share and like
Share.
and like and share
And share. Like
and like and share again.
and share.
Like,
And make sure that we
Yes, sir. You gotta like it.
share, like it.
Like it. Share.
Just click the top.
Like it.
Hit the power
Yeah,
button.
share.
Power button.
Like it.
That's how you got it.
Did you share it? You liked it.
Crawford.
Yeah, she can edit that. Were we supposed to share the bike event?
Oh, well, we did this one.
So we need to put that